Now that was pretty goddamn fun. I'm John Redland with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 30 Night 2 event. B block action taking place. One quick note though, if some of these reviews aren't up until a few hours after the show is done being live, I do apologize, but some nights I might have to miss a live tweeting due to working and due to the fact that I'm reviewing a whole bunch of other stuff. But I will be reviewing every single one of these G1 Climax shows. May have to double up a couple of them, but we will see. Just wanted to say that right now. But honestly, this was a pretty damn good show. It was a little bit better than night one. Now, not that night one was bad. It had a couple things I didn't like, but overall was way more positive than negative. But this one, the crowd just was way fucking more energetic. Not that they weren't energetic last night. They kicked it off right, but just something felt different. The crowd energy, the clapping, the stomping, the overall just amped feel really lended to how great the matches ended up being. I mean, one match was obviously way short, and I had a couple issues with some shenanigans, one of them, but the matches overall were pretty goddamn good. Gabriel Kidd took on Yota Tsuji, and this was really good stuff. Two young lions. Gabriel Kidd's going to be a big star. Clean shaven Yota Tsuji's going to take a while for me to get used to, but some hard strikes, a very nice drop kick by Gabriel Kidd, and a Boston Crab for the win. That was really shocking. Yota doing a really, really good job there, getting the victory after him and Yuya Uemura had a pretty good match on night one. So Yota Tsuji really, rising up and everything, hits a hell of a goddamn spear, and he's going to be a big star as well. Then we start off with a match that I wasn't really looking that forward to be perfectly honest. It was Juice Robinson versus Yoshihashi. And I'm going to surprise people. I actually really enjoyed this. This might be one if I made a list of my favorite matches of the tournament, this might be on there. And I never thought I'd say that about a Yoshihashi singles match. It's not that he's bad, I just don't think he's interesting, but him and Juice cut a fucking great pace here. Juice, I'm not really sure what's with his gear, but hey, he's less flamboyant, he's more Blues Brothers-like. It's a bit weird, but after having that time off and getting in better shape and everything, he has a bit of a new twist to his character, and this is some pretty good stuff. Now, the massive chops, sweet fucking Christ, they chopped each other like crazy. That was some really heavy stuff. Juice seemed more motivated. Yoshihashi seemed like he lost a little bit of weight, toned up a little bit, so both guys seem really motivated and cut a really fucking good pace here. Some heavy clotheslines, a powerbomb at Yoshihashi for two, butterfly lock. It didn't look like Juice was going to get out of that. And then, of course, we get, some, more strikes. We get a battle, can Yoshihashi hit Karma? Can Juice Robinson hit Pulp Friction? Da-da-da. They do a whole bunch of finish reversals and stuff like that. But eventually we do get Left Hand of God, Pulp Friction 1, 2, 3. So Yoshihashi is 1/3 of the never openweight six-man champions, and he, of course, loses. I mean, it is what it is, but you know what? Juice winning isn't the worst thing in the Juice winning isn't the worst thing in the world. Yoshihashi, I think, is going to do pretty well here. He could get 8 to 10 points. He could play spoiler at the end. This was a pretty damn good match, one that I did not expect to be so good. And then we get to Yana versus Sonata. Okay, it's the usual Yano antics. I think the match went 6 minutes, maybe 7. I don't even know if it went 7. Sonata and Yano kept doing, like turnbuckle pad battles and stuff like that. We got bumps into the turnbuckle, the exposed turnbuckle. We got the tape continuing to be found, rolls of tape found in Yano's tights and everything, in his knee pads. And eventually, we get the Paradise Lock outside. Yuya Uemura, oddly enough, one of the seconds out there, frees Yano. What the hell's going on? Suddenly, Yano decides to trap Sonata there and tape his leg with Yuya Uemura's leg, and kind of like what they did with Jon Moxley and Shota Umino last year. And then Yano got the victory via countout. Now, that was good. It was what it was. And the thing is, one person captured this picture. I don't remember if it was New Japan World or if it was a fan that captured it, but it's like somebody pointed out that Yuya looked awfully happy, so maybe he is in Yano's pocket and it's going to help him get some victories. Hey, Yano getting near the finals would be something. I don't want to see Yano win, but it would certainly be interesting. And it was what it was, and hopefully this motivates Sonata to get a bit more of an edge and go forward and push forward to, do some really good shit in the tournament. Then we get intermission, we get Goto versus Kenta. And this is Kenta stalling for a bit. I'm going to be kind of quick with this one. I did enjoy it. Kenta focused on the shoulder. We get some hard kicks and strikes from both men. Goto does come back. Nice working of the arm by him, on his own. Delayed drop kick, really, really good in the corner, by Kenta. That was some good stuff. We get an arm trap by Goto. And then GTR gets countered, and then we get the game over. Kenta said he would win with the game over, and he did. Nice solid match. No antics, oddly enough. There were no, interference, no interference, which was a bit shocking, but good stuff overall. Unfortunately, they saved all the antics for the next match. Now, it's Zack Sabre Jr. versus Evil with Dick Togo, because we need more Dick Togo on a 2020 New Japan program. That sounds mean. I respect what he's done. These antics aren't working. They aren't fucking working. I mean, there's heel work, and then there's, hey, we're just going to repeat the same shit, which, yes, has been done in the territories and stuff like that, and I've ranted about it before, but I'm not buying into this whole thing with Evil being part of Bullet Club. I'm not saying it's a swerve. I'm just not really buying into it. He's trying, and it's just taking a guy that was a mid-card act in LIJ and now putting him as a mid-card act, but trying to make him a main eventer in Bullet Club. Let me know what you think of Evil in Bullet Club. Answers in the comments, please. But, the buckle gets exposed. We get, the typical interference. We get some pretty good stuff. And Evil's playing more of the, the bad guy. Being, breaking down the babyface Zack Sabre Jr. by default, bit odd. And really, the interference didn't help. Now, it was a good match once it picked up. The interference, however, did kill a little bit of the momentum. Of course, Red Shoes had to take a bump. And even though it looked like we were going to get everything is evil, oh no, all of a sudden, wait a second, after all this stuff, bridging pin from Zack Sabre Jr., 1, 2, 3, and really good stuff. Bravo. Great shit right there. Zack Sabre Jr. gained the shocking win, but you know what? Maybe it shouldn't have been all that shocking. The rumors are they're going to give, the aerial ass, Will Ospreay, a big, run in the G1. Give it to Zack Sabre Jr. Why not? Zack Sabre Jr. is a goddamn great talent. And he's somebody that you can hang your hat on as being a pretty good motivator and influencer for fans. So why the fuck not give it to Zack Sabre Jr.? Plus, his matches kind of hold up a little bit better. But anyway, I digress. I enjoyed this match despite the interference. I could do without that shit because it just gets repetitive and my energy level saps. What brought my energy level back up, though, was Tanahashi. Go Ace bandages. Look, I love Tanahashi. His knees are hanging on by a thread. And he took on Tetsuya Naito, the current IWGP and Intercontinental Champion. And they turned back the clock somewhat. They really did some good shit here. A lot of callbacks, previous matches that they had in the G1, and also, just various other matches that they've had. They've really done a lot of good in their careers. And Tana targets Naito's knee at first, and then Naito takes over with using a barricade. I'm not going to go over every single spot with this match, but it was a great series of just reversals, good psychology, working on the limbs, and it was over 25 minutes. I think it was 27, 28. We were getting close to 30 minutes. Yota was encouraging at ringside. I think he was Tanahashi's second. Ace is high to the outside. Ouch. No wonder Tana's knees hurt. We get 2 dragon screws in the ropes. Ouch. I think that might have hurt Naito's, Destino more than anything else, if you get what I'm saying. And we get a lot of good counters. We get a cloverleaf, but to the ropes, a long cloverleaf. We get a trap suplex, straight jacket suplex, I believe. And we got a 2 count. A lot of stuff where it's like, holy shit, we're about to get Tana pinning the champion. No, we don't get to that. Reversals, near falls. We get 3 twists and shouts. High fly flow, he hits Ace's high, easy for me to say, and then high fly flow. Unfortunately, high fly flow misses, and then we get 2 Destinos that weren't all that great. To be fair, Naito's knees are kind of starting to get shot, and Tana's knees ain't all that great, so there ain't a whole lot of spring there. I'm not knocking, I'm just pointing out. But Tetsuya Naito gains victory over the Golden Ace, or, it's not the Golden Ace, but the Ace. The man that did carry New Japan on his back for a while. And, still is reaping the benefits as he should. I enjoyed this, though, and Tetsuya Naito cut a promo and everything. He's going to be back in November. I'm going to be interested to see what they do for the rest of the tournament, but this is probably going to end up being one of my favorite matches of the year because it was fabulous, well-paced, and everything. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rethlin. I'll see you soon.